Hello everyone. I'll be making some scrambled eggs. We're gonna be seeing the difference between one that is cooked with less heat and the other one cooked with high heat. So we're gonna start mixing this one. So this one is it's gonna be the one cooked with less heat, and then the other one is gonna be cooked with high heat. Okay, so then alright, that's done by now. So we'll be starting with high heat first. We're gonna be grabbing some oil. So not a lot left. And then we're gonna be putting it to. Alright, this part is gonna be pretty boring, so I'm just gonna be talking about random stories that I found. So there's this one time where I came back from the pharmacy, right? I was just walking back home. There was this homeless guy. He was just standing over there, and he was about to take off his pants and everything, and then you can probably guess what happens next after that. So then I immediately ran off to the nearest corner, and that was a pretty strange encounter that day. And there was this other time, right? Back at middle school, I was inside the changing room, right? There's this guy named David Track. I'm pretty sure you guys know him. He's at the back of the classroom, right? He's at the back of the classroom with sitting next to Logan and Kobe. This guy was rather devious. He would hang out with the others, right? And then he would just kind of smack his lips and start rubbing his hands together, and then he would do the most diabolical thing to you, and you can't really do anything about it because no one's gonna help you. So he was just kind of there, kind of screwing around, doing stuff, some really freaky stuff. Yeah, and then in 8th grade, it was with the 7th graders. He would just kind of put his arms around them, doing stuff he's not really supposed to. Enough about that. And then this other time, right? I was at a pool party, right? I was throwing water balloons pretty hard, and then there was this kid, right? I threw the biggest water balloon I had right at his face, and then his nose started bleeding. I was like, whoopsies. And then after that, my uncle got pretty upset. So then I just kind of took a break from water balloon fighting, because it was pretty bad, you know. And then this other time, right? I was This other time I was kind of roaming around back school, and there's a whole bunch of people just kind of over there, and then there's this one guy. He was kind of asking me something about directions. I was like, no, I don't know anything. He looked pretty funny. His face was kind of angled at a weird direction. He kind of looked like these, you know how people have these puppets. They kind of put their bottom jaw all the way up, kind of thing. Yeah, he kind of looked like that, and I couldn't help but so I just kind of stayed away from him, and walked to my to where I'm supposed to be going. It was pretty strange. Then there was this other time, right? It was, I don't know, it was a while ago or something. So I was kind of walking to a to oh, never mind. Wait, is it almost time? Nope, not yet. So this other time, right? I was like Jack. He's kind of getting bored. Like he didn't want to go to Woodcraft or something like that. So then he kind of asked all of us if we could like skip Woodcraft together. So then we were like, yeah, sure, why not? So then we came over to an old friend's house to go to the park together. So then we kind of walked all the way up, and we found out where one of our classmates live. So then we decided, hey, why not ding dong ditch him? So then that's what we did. We each we kind of like ring the bell and then ran off to somewhere somewhere he cannot see us. So that's what we did. We kind of repeated that like 2 times, I think. And I think he kind of confronted us about it, and I was like, was it you guys? And I was like, yeah. Well, I think there was this other time, right? Wait, what was it again? I can't really remember. There was like a lot of stuff going on. Oh yeah, it's like it was back at 7th grade. We kind of bullied a kid back at 7th grade. It was like pretty bad. Like we kind of made fun of him so bad that he didn't want to like come back to after school. And then like we got sent to the office from after school. So then we kind of got lectured about it, and I think I did some pretty awful stuff, you know. I think I did some pretty awful stuff. It was pretty bad. I think I called him I called out that he was holding an illegal contraband or something. I'm not sure, but then the other guys were saying some pretty silly stuff. I'm not gonna like disclose anything about it, because I think I'll be confessing about a crime or something else that I shouldn't confess about. I don't know. So anyways, and it's like this other time, I think I got chased by them before. It was like, I think I threw a soccer ball at them. One of them got mad. So then we had like a 20-minute chase down. So I was like juking them, you know. I was just like outmaneuvering one of them, and then when someone like when one of them kicked the soccer ball at me, I just kind of dodged that, and like he hit someone else. It was pretty strange, you know. It was a pretty strange encounter. So I just kind of did it again and we were kind of just chasing each other for the next 30 minutes. And I think in this video over here, I accidentally dropped some of the eggs. It was I still managed to clean it, so you know, it wasn't that bad. But like anyways, it was quite messy, because I was holding my phone in one hand while cooking the eggs in another, and I was kind of like doing both at the same time, so it was pretty difficult to try to get things done as best as I could. So it was pretty bad. Well, I mean, the eggs weren't that bad, but like I think I added too much salt, so it was like the flavor was way too overpowering. Oh yeah, if you want to know what I put in there, it was cottage cheese, onion powder, and salt and pepper. That's about it. Yeah, sorry, like I think I had this interruption happening, so I gotta like do the voiceover again. Well, anyways, 2 eggs, alright? This one is cooked with less heat, and the other one is cooked as high as possible. So the reason why is that the proteins in the eggs, right? It starts to get, the structure inside of the protein starts loosening up, and the water inside of it kind of gets released. The heat then dries up evaporates the water, leaving you with more rubbery eggs. With that being said, it really depends on what kind of eggs you like, really. If you like more creamier and softer eggs, I guess you could cook it with less heat. But if you really like your eggs to be, as people say it, more cooked, then cook it as high as possible. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna enjoy my my little scrambled eggs that I made. All right, goodbye.